Hey, this is Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS, and here we're looking at the 6-minute trailer of extra gameplay that IGN dropped. I'll put a link to their video in the description so you can go watch this yourself, but just kind of give them my thoughts. This is definitely looking impressive. I think this game is going to be a very ambitious thing for Sonic Team to tackle. That both excites and concerns me. Some of my excitement is that this is big, this is bold, this is going to take it in a new direction, and it's something that I think the Sonic franchise needs. However, I am concerned. I don't think Sonic Team is going to be able to deliver on this in just what they've been putting out lately. A project this big and ambitious, I'm worried it's going to be the next Sonic 2006, and that they've bitten off more than their little studio can handle. I'm hoping with the Sonic movie that this has given them the funding to put money into the Sonic brand, and this isn't a budget title. That said, I'm looking at this. This world looks big and vast, but it looks very bland and bleak and plain in color. The music is very somber. But Sonic is moving great, and we get to see a little bit of action. He goes here, he goes there. All of that's looking good. The reviews that I've seen of this, people are talking great about the combat. They said some of the button layout it takes a little getting used to, and there is some repetitive nature, but they always left it wanting to play more, which that's a good thing. But the somberness of it, I definitely want the more serious story, although I didn't mind the colors type jokey humor and stuff. But I just want Sonic as a vibrant, colorful world that you escape into. This is not that. And now I know that this is supposed to be a later island that is more bleak, but even the further islands that were color, they were very, very plain, very basic, very like somebody made a big open world with a map generator on, endless space or something, and it just, and then added a little bit of details and some railing here. So I'm hoping for more. I'm hoping when I get on it, I explore. But I want the music. Sonic is so much about the music. And there's nothing wrong with this somber atmosphere music, but I want something to grab me. That said, what we're seeing here, the progressions, here now we have a little bit of a puzzle minigame. And that's interesting. That will break up the atmosphere, but at the same time, just like making a Sonic RPG or something, you don't want to get too far away of why you're playing Sonic. You don't want these to detract in a negative way. But they look interesting, and if they're not overdone, they could be fun little additions to break up the levels. So I like this. Like the fluidness of the movement, this is looking good. I wonder how this will be on my Switch, but this is looking good. Going around, they have all these things. I see them doing the side loop a lot. Everybody's saying that is a really gratifying, satisfying mechanic. However, I just hope it isn't the next homing attack. The next thing that you're having to constantly do to the point where it becomes overly repetitive. I'm liking the sound effects, but the somber music, I know I'm going on and on about it, but it just takes me out of it. Okay, we got boss battle here. Alright. Now, the combat system is something I'm extremely interested in. And I hope that it isn't merely just adding an extra button to it to make it look diverse, but it actually has you having some sort of amount of strategy when it comes to these bosses, and making it so that there is more than one way to defeat a boss. If they can do that, then I think it's going to be solid. Okay, now this is cool. This is kind of reminding me of, the typical boost till you get it boss, but they're doing a very different take on this. This is not just straight up hit the boost button till you catch up and homing attack. There's a little bit of that, but there's a lot of strategy going into it. We got rails shipping back and forth, but we've got obstacles to jump over, track. Looks like is that making you boost faster or run faster? I don't know. Boost is really how you think about it. Okay, they're firing. Cool looking villain. Interesting looking bad guy. It feels very Breath of the Wild, not very Sonic-y. Almost reminds me of something like the Metarix from Sonic X. Not really your typical. Well, it's not a Dr. Robotnik robot, so it just is very different. And you know what? Classic Sonic to modern Sonic, these are very different things. So different isn't necessarily bad. It's just, if this is going to be the next ever so many longs, what's it going to be like? So that was that trailer. Now we're going to look at the Sonic Adventure 2 Sky Rail meets Cyberspace. Now, also from IGN. Now they say this is one of those, what are they? Cyber zones. They're calling this Sonic Adventure 2 Sky Rail, but this obviously looks like Green Hill. So what is it? This is. I've played this level so much. It is very much the Sky Rail layout and kind of game gimmicks, all with a Green Hill touch. I don't know how I feel about that. Part of me would rather just have straight up Sky Rail ported into this game. But maybe this is giving me something unique, because this is giving me familiar level design with a different thing. So I'm getting yet like a whole new level, but it's made up of parts of stuff I already love. But everybody I've been talking to says there's like 4 or 5 different level designs for these cyberspace zones, and they're quick, simple, but it's like repetitive. It's Green Hill, Green Hill, Green Hill, Chemical Plant, the Streetway one, and then Angel Island. So that's going to get old really fast. And as much as Sonic fans complain about Green Hill, if we're going to get 20, 30 different Green Hill levels, people are going to be upset about that. It's a silly thing in such a big and expensive game to be upset about that, but yeah, this is, I'm definitely pre-ordering this game. I'm looking forward to it. It's coming out in a couple of weeks. But this is going to be, I think, they're either going to capitalize and win big on the movie success and IDW success, and Sonic Prime's going to come out at the same time, and that could be a huge success, and Sonic could be on top, or this could be an incredible flop and lose all the goodwill that brought. So that's just my thoughts there. It's just one of those things that I'm excited for this game. I really am. And there's a lot of neat things, but when I watch these videos, it feels more like a tech demo of a really cool Sonic idea, but not fully fleshed out levels, and not the right music there. And so this might be the first Sonic game where I put past Sonic game music on while I play, because I don't think I can do that. But the story, Ian Flynn's doing the story. I'm thoroughly excited for that. But I just, what's everybody else thinking about this game? I will definitely be getting it and letting you know what I think about it once I have some hands-on. But even for you non-Sonic fans, does what you just saw interest you at all in this game? Because it's very different from a standard Sonic game. yet it also has a lot of the familiar. It's kind of trying to mix Breath of the Wild in a standard like Sonic Adventure style gameplay with a little bit of the boost style gameplay, all kind of crammed into one. Um, is that appealing? Is that going to be the Sonic that gets you to check out Sonic? Because I'm seeing a lot of people who are not Sonic fans saying, I'm actually going to check this one out. So let me know.